Hello students, I am Mr. Rohan Chokle, and today in this video lecture we are going to discuss the memory representation of linked list. As in previous lecture we have discussed the concept of linked list, how to draw linked list with the help of node. Again we have discussed what is node, how that node is divided in two parts. That is, we know that our node is divided in two parts. First part is called as uh, info part, where actually information of an element is stored, and second part is called as next or link part, where the address of the next node is stored. That we have discussed in previous lecture. Now, as I said, in this lecture we are going to discuss the representation of linked list in memory, or we can simply say that memory representation of linked list. Okay. So before starting with the memory representation of linked list, I will just draw one simple linked list, so it will be helpful to understand the concept of memory representation. So I will draw one linked list. As I said, to represent linked list, here we have used the concept of node. So I will draw the node. So this is a simple node. Okay, that node is divided in two parts. Okay, this is the first part, which is called as info part, where actually information is get stored, and second one is called as next or link part, where the address of next node is get stored. Right, so here we required, I will just draw. So total 5 nodes I have drawn. So 5 elements we can store. So right. So instead of writing in this fashion, I will do one thing. So I will take first node. Just consider this is my first node. Okay, just forget about this. So you will understand how we link node with each other. So I will drop this now. Sorry. Okay, so this is the first node. As I said, this will store the address. Sorry, this will store the information of an element. So I have stored A over here. Only one node is there. Okay, so as I said, this part hold the address of next node. So there is no element present. So we are going to store null over here. Okay, so what null represents? This is the end of our linked list. So only one element is present in this linked list, as we have stored null in the next field of this node. Right. So suppose the address of this is, just consider 2. This is a node, this is an element, this is the address of this node. Okay, and this next field hold the address of next node, as there is no node present after this, so we have stored 0 over here. Now suppose I want to add one more node. So what I will do, I will simply draw one more node. Okay, info part and next part. So now consider this is the address of this node is 5. Okay, and I have stored C in this node. Okay, now I have to link these two nodes with each other. So how I am going to link? So after A, I want to link I want to consider B as a this C as a next node. So what I will do, I will simply store the address of next node in this field. So after B we are having C, the address of C is 5, so I will store 5 over here. Instead of 0 now, I will store 5. Right, so this node is linked with this node. This is the first node, this is the second node. So now suppose this is the only element, or we can consider this is the last element, then we'll store 0 over here. If one more node is there, suppose this is a one more node, and address of this is suppose 8, right, and we'll store P over here. So what this next field or link field of this will store? This will store the address of next node. So after C we are having P, so 8 will be get stored over here, right? Then again just consider one more node is there. Just consider address of this is 4. So like array, so as in case of array is a continuous memory allocation, but this is not a continuous memory allocation. Whatever nodes are available, accordingly we use them and we link them with each other, right? So address are not continuous, randomly we are getting the addresses. So here we'll store X. So this P will hold the address of this next node X. So again one more node if we are having, then we store Z over here, and just consider address of this is 9. So 9 will get stored over here. Okay, now consider this is the last node. So what we are going to store over here, as it is now last node, we have to store null address, or it is called a null pointer. We are simply going to store 0 over here. So total 5 nodes are there. First is A, then C, then P, X and Z, and they are here. The address of next node is get stored. After A we are having C, so address of C is get stored over here. After C we are having P, so address of P is get stored over here, and so on, right? So again we are having one more pointer which is called as start pointer. What is the use of start pointer? Okay, so start will hold the address of first node. So here 2 will get stored over here. So with the help of start pointer we get the address of first node, and in this way we are getting the linked list. So this is a simple linked list. Remember, this is a node. Okay, this whole, okay, I will use another pen. So I will just, this is a node, right? This is a node, and this is called as info part, and this is called as next, or we can also call it as a link part. Okay, information of element is get stored in info, and address of next node is get stored in link or next part. Okay, so start hold the address of first node. Okay, I hope you understand how we draw the linked list. Now suppose this linked list we have to represent in a memory, or how this linked list is represented in memory. So to represent this linked list we require 2 linear arrays. Okay, first linear array is called as info, where the information is get stored, and next is called as list, or we can also call it as a link. Okay, so whatever name, okay, in different books we'll get the different names for this link or next field. So here we'll consider it as a link. So I will draw, as I said, we require, this is a memory. So as I said, we require 2 linear arrays. So I will draw first linear array over here. This linear array, we give the name it as a info, where the actually whatever information is get is we are having that information will get stored in this info part. Okay, and second linear array we are having it is called as link. So this is a link array. This we called it as a link. Okay, simple. To represent linked list in memory, we require arrays. We require two arrays. First array we give the name info, and second array we give the name link. Okay, so simple. Info and link contain information part and next pointer field of the node. So just I will draw so you will understand this. This is the indexing. As of now, consider this is the address of the node. So for this also we require one more pointer, which is called as start pointer. So I will draw the start pointer over here. What start holds? Start hold the address of next node. This is a start node. Here the address of start hold the address of first node. So here we are having start which hold the address of first node, that is 2. So remember here we have to store the 2. Right. So 2 is the address of first node. So in 2 we are having a info. As I said, this is the info part and this is the link part. So in info of 2 we are having a, and in the link part we are having 5. I hope you understand this. This is a basic. This is a first node. Info of this we have stored over here, and link of this we have stored over here. Right. So this start. Okay, I will use another pen. So this start will hold the address of first node. Right. So this A is linked with the node having address 5. So in the fifth node, what we have stored? We are having C, and it is connected with the 8. So here this A node is linked with this node, right? So here if you see, so I will simply draw in this fashion. So 5 is linked with this. Then this C is linked with the address 8. So in 8 we are having P. So info of 8P. So this C is linked with 8. Okay, and this P is linked with the 4. 4. In 4 we are having X. So this P is linked with 4. Right. So this P is linked with this 4. Then this 4 this node is having 11 info X, and this X is linked with the 9. So this link of this X will hold the 9. So and in the 9 we are having Z. So this 9 we have to connect. This with 9, and as said is the last node, we have to simply write null over here. Right. So I hope you understand how I have drawn this memory representation of this linked list having 5 nodes. Okay. So just go through this so you will easily understand how I have drawn this memory representation. So I will just re-explain what I have explained over here. So here I'm having 5 nodes A, C, P, X and Z. These are the addresses of that particular node. This node is having address 2, this node is having address 5, this node is having address 8. Okay, this is the info part which hold the information. This is a link part which hold the address of next node. This is a start which hold the address of first node. Okay, so 2 is the first node, so the start will hold the address of first node, that is 2. So this is linked with this. Then this first node contain the information A, and the link part of this node will contain the address of next node, that is 5. Okay, then again same, next node is this. This node is having information C, and the link part of this node will hold the address of next node, that is 8, and so on. We have drawn over here. Then as this is the last node, because of that the info part is having Z, and remember, as I said, this is the last node, so because of that the link part or next field of that particular node hold the address 0. So this is 0. So this is a simple linked list we have drawn, and the same we have represented in a memory. For that we require 2 linear arrays. First one is info, which actually holds the information of that node. Link will hold the address of next node. So this is a start pointer. So this hold the address of first node. So here we are having the first node address is 2. So it will hold the address 2. So this will point to this node having address 2. Then this contain the A, info A, and the link part of this node is having address 5. So we have stored 5 over here. So this 5 will linked with this fifth. This node is linked with the node which is having address 5. Right. So after that, node which is node having address 5 contain the info C and link 8. That is, it is connected with the node with the address 8. So this we have connected with the node 8. Then that 8th node contain the info P, and link part of that node contain the address of 4th node. So we have connected that with the 4th node. Then 4th node contain the X, and address of next node is 9. So X is we have stored over here. Address of next node, that is 9, we have stored over here. So this is connected with the 9th node. Right. So we have stored 9 over here, and 9th node node with address 9 contain information Z. So we have stored Z over here, and as this is a last node, remember, as I said, last node hold the address 0 in the link or next field. So as this is the last node, so here we have stored 0. This is called as null pointer. It indicates this is a last node. So remember, start hold the first start hold the address of first node, and this if link part of node contain the 0, it means it is a last node. Okay, so this is a simple memory representation of linked list. Okay, I hope you understand whatever we have explained till now. So in the next lecture we'll discuss what are the different operations are there in the linked list. That is, in how we are going to insert an element in linked list, how we are going to delete, or how we are going to traverse in a linked list with the help of an algorithm. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Okay, so we'll stop over here. Thank you.